I'm at London St Pancras International, the hub of Eurostar, with trains to Paris, to Amsterdam and to Brussels, and I'm just for the first time going to go through the entry-exit system process. From the 12th of October, you are going to need to register your details. Not every passenger, not every time, but this is the kiosk that you can expect. So, as it says here, put your passport on the screen. That's going to check and make sure that it knows who you are. Okay, I can now remove my passport, and here's my situation. Press start to take the photo. Right, here we are. Smarten up. No smiling. Let's see what happens. Lots of green lights. That looks encouraging. Photo successful. How marvellous. Right, press the four fingers of your right hand onto the reader. This is the reader. How are we doing? Capture successful. I can remove my hand. Now, here's some really interesting questions. Do you have proof of accommodation? Now, an awful lot of people are going to think, I'm not sure where I'm going to be staying. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So I am interested that the questions are yes, no, and don't know. I happen to know, because I've read the Schengen area law, that the correct answer is yes. Do I have a return ticket? That is a ridiculous question to ask, because actually the law says, do you have proof that you will be travelling outside the Schengen area? So if I were, for instance, going from France across to Morocco, that would be perfectly sensible. But here we are, and my answers are binding. You may be asked to provide proof. Yes, I do have a return ticket. Do you have sufficient means to cover your stay? Well, that's for me to know and you to find out. I would like to say, but in fact the correct answer is yes. Do I have medical insurance? Really interesting question. In a sense, all British citizens have medical insurance in France because we're all covered by the Global Health Insurance Card. This is a specific French government question, and again the correct answer is yes. So let's see what happens. Do I win? Interesting that they only use the four fingers from the right hand, and they've got slightly confusing things here. Thank you. Prepare your documents and certificates. Go to a border crossing point. So now the fun really begins, because that wasn't going through the border. Oh no, it wasn't. All that was basically saying, okay, you're now registered with this central database. You've still got to present your passport either to an officer or at some e-gates, which may or may not work for British citizens. And then in the first 6 months, it's going to be extra red tape because, well, when we decided to leave the European Union and become third country nationals, just like the Venezuelans, we said, yes, we'd like to have our passports stamped and examined. So not only will you go through this, not only will you go through another electronic e-gate, but then there will be a French officer who will be looking at your passport, checking your stamps and stamping it. That will continue, double red tape for the first 6 months. Good luck, everybody.